are free from this.
Okay, so, I think last December we were all treated to the term ultra-virus. The term you got to take today is called fruit of the poisonous tree. It means that when you gather evidence illegally, you can never use that evidence in a trial. And what we saw today was phones were broken into by the police on December 19th, sent to NSA, and then a warrant was gotten on January 9, 2025. It means that's the fruit of the poisonous tree. It means all that evidence. The fruit of the poisonous tree comes from the Garden of Eden, right? God said you can eat everything here except for this fruit. That fruit that was eaten by the police cannot be used as snake baby.
Well, Kofa, you are here today again. Can you tell us exactly what did your defense team have been arguing to show that you are free from this?
Okay, so, I think last December we were all treated to the term ultra-virus. The term you got to take today is called fruit of the poisonous tree. It means that when you gather evidence illegally, you can never use that evidence in a trial. And what we saw today was phones were broken into by the police on December 19th, sent to NSA, and then a warrant was gotten on January 9, 2025. It means that's the fruit of the poisonous tree. It means all that evidence. The fruit of the poisonous tree comes from the Garden of Eden, right? God said you can eat everything here except for this fruit. That fruit that was eaten by the police cannot be used as snake baby.
Well, Kofa, you are here today again. Can you tell us exactly what did your defense team have been arguing to show that you are free from this?
Okay, so, I think last December we were all treated to the term ultra-virus. The term you got to take today is called fruit of the poisonous tree. It means that when you gather evidence illegally, you can never use that evidence in a trial. And what we saw today was phones were broken into by the police.
You call the FCC boss corrupt. He's corrupt? Is he corrupt? You mentioned that he was corrupt. Is he corrupt? You call the FCC boss corrupt. He's corrupt? Is he corrupt? You mentioned that he was corrupt. Is he corrupt? You call the FCC boss corrupt. He's corrupt? Is he corrupt? You mentioned that he was corrupt. Is he corrupt? You call the FCC boss corrupt. He's corrupt? Is he corrupt? You mentioned that he was corrupt. Is he corrupt? You call the FCC boss corrupt.
True. Later to hear that there was a boy who was allegedly murdered by some unknown men, and this is why the cyclists were, protesting. So the mayor and the representative of this district, including the county commander, ACP Lamin, we all tried to talk to the cyclists. But later, while they were trying to bring the situation under control, we saw another group coming with the body they have dug from the ground after this victim was buried. They just saw the huge crowd coming with the body, dug and tied on a motorbike and coming straight to the police station, demanding the suspect that were arrested in Bunandi.
So are you saying after the body was buried and then some unknown motorcyclists went and took the body off? That's what you're saying?
Yes, the incident, according to information, happened on Sunday. And the police went to the scene. The CSD went there and they said, well, since we have not seen, you know, the doer of the act, we think the family can take delivery of the body. So the family took delivery of the body and they buried. But later, the Saturday got the information and they went there. That's how they dug the body. In the scene entering, suspects were arrested in Bunandi along the scene road in District Number 8, Nima County. Those suspects were turned over to the police and were brought to Ganta. So upon the hearing of that, the Sakole said they would dig the body and they would bring the body to the police station. In fact, demand the police to turn over the suspect. What they want to do with the suspect, we don't know. That brought a serious tension yesterday in the city. They had the Sakoles, including others, suing the police. And the police intelligently was able to control the angry crowd. We have back up. The ESU came from Ghana, and up to present they are still in the city.
Now there is a calm. What is the city government saying about the reburial of this particular child?
So yesterday,
He's corrupt. Is he corrupt? You mentioned that he was corrupt. Is he corrupt? You call the FCC boss corrupt. He's corrupt. Is he corrupt? You mentioned that he was corrupt. Is he corrupt? You call the FCC boss corrupt. He's corrupt. Is he corrupt? You mentioned that he was corrupt. Is he corrupt?
The law in our jurisdiction is clear. Criminal procedure law. You are not forced to file the magisterial court. Also file a motion to suppress the evidence in the court that has trial jurisdiction. And so the court that has the trial jurisdiction is Criminal Code A. And the key questions that we raised regarding the case is that...
Because the issue here is that...
You asked me, you're not waiting for me to submit.
Your defense team filed similar motions as before the magisterial.
That's why I'm trying to give you the information. This code is a proper code because it's the code that has trial authority. And you always find out when there is an indictment that is being served on the part. So after the indictment, there is something we call discovery. The discovery is where you ask the court to compare the prosecution under the doctrine of notice to turn over all the evidence that the government has against the client. So when they do that, they turn the evidence over to you. You look at the evidence, analyze the evidence, and if you have any reason to question the evidence, that is the stage. So that is the trial procedure. Now, so you will ask, what did we say and what did we really ask for today before the court? The evidence that the prosecution turned over to us speak that the extraction of the evidence from the defendants, meaning the cell phones information that they took from the defendants, that they said they used to have evidence against the defendants, they extracted those evidence without a search warrant. On December 20th, when they turned over the case to the National Security Agency, the NSA, NSA was the one that conducted the forensic analysis of the evidence on December 20, 2024. And then, looking at these defects, they knew that these were procedural defects that would be questioned at the level of the trial. So on January 9, 2025, after 1 month, then they went and asked for a search and seizure to what? To say that the evidence were collected on January 9, when in fact they have already collected the evidence and seized the evidence on December 20th. So when you do that illegally, because without a search warrant, without an application to the court requesting for the search warrant, then the evidence is faulty. So when you hear we were saying that the evidence is faulty, and that all of the other evidence...
Look at Putu Mountain when the Russians came talking. I get it to you, of God. We're paying one travel $700. or drivers, $700. There were 2 bikes for the black man, they heard it. Today, the Ford Putu shut down. All I'm trying to tell you, look at Hummingbird. They said they're calling us to meeting tomorrow. The Samuel legislative government. Hummingbird is giving 15, at least 15 to 25 years, contract by the Nigerian government. And the question I tell you, before Samuel Doe, the law that was in the Constitution allowed government to have control over our resources. But when Samuel Doe came and he appointed Amos Sawyer them changed the Constitution to allow the resources to belong to the Republic. Who is considered a Republic? You. So our resources is no longer in the hand of the government. And let them leave it alone. Because they always manipulate our people by giving concessions without consultation. And when the people go to them and show them the big paper and say, we got the paper, it lessens the bargaining power of our people. And so, the people that own it, who is the Republic, don't benefit from it. So Western Cluster came here, they said it came to mine. No. Western Cluster came to take the iron ore that was already mined. Now, Liberia man can't do business because I say you can go do business in nine government, but you got to give money to do it. I can call 4 or 5 persons on my colleagues and say, but let's put sporting together, maybe we can raise money $20. That $20 we can say, let's go to Bonnie and go bring that Western Cluster, bring the iron ore that already been mined and stick it down there and ship it. What is wrong to ship something that already been taken from the ground and just pile up? You gotta go bring one man to do it. He just come and rent trucks. And the trucks go there, they fill the boxes of those dump trucks straight to the port and ship them. They took all those years, now they finish waiting all those things for there. Not there, they close now. They say in 2 years they're coming to discuss development on the issue of memorandum of understanding so they can start mining. You make millions of dollars, what are you going to do here again? So my issue is that our resources be for us. There were men that were before us. Let's stop condemning them. Develop your pride. This country we build it ourselves. We were never colonized. So everything you see here, that the black man did it through their own negotiations and through their own innovations. Before President Tubman came, Liberia, capital city, was just on Ashmore Street. All activity was just on Ashmore Street. Tubman, 27 years, that he told you that every day you insulted him and condemning him. Understand what he did, even though he was a dictator. But Tubman is the one that makes you to have a city here today. Tubman is the one that made all those counties you see are connected today. Helicopter came over the forest of this country and they solved their roads. That's how road came from here to go to Happo, to go to Sino, to go to Lofa, during Tubman time. Imagine a forest and imagine what it is that roads were able to be open to leave and reach to those places. That Tubman, nobody else. They one boulevard we get in the tire all day we own. That Tubman. The capital building that we sitting in with our nectar choking us in one shot. That Tubman. The executive mansion that we got the people sitting down in. That Tubman. The Temple of Justice, that Tubman. The opening of the port at the time he introduced that open door policy to invite investors into this country, that Tubman. When Turbo came in, Turbo began to invest in education and what? Self-sufficiency for food production. And then he said from mat to mattress. And he was demonstrating the Cabral Estate, Matari Estate, Badmersville Estate, Badmersville Estate. He was building it for civil servants who never could afford to build their own homes. And in 10 years, those buildings will belong to them. They will have someone to say, who? At Tottenham, at Talbot. We should learn to appreciate what our ancestors or our people that came before us been doing. That's the only way you will be appreciated. The whole day you condemn me, you cussing, you condemn me, you cussing. But the fools that are exploiting our resources, you dare not to talk to them. I never heard one day you told the white man that these are the people responsible for the exploitation of this country. Keeping our children poor, keeping our schools not equipped to teach. And now I heard you saying it one day. Manda! 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 Yo! Let me tell you something.
Kofa, you are here today again. Can you tell us exactly what did your defense team have been happening to show that you are free from this? Okay, so I think last December we were all treated to the term ultra-virus. The term you got to take today is called fruit of the poisonous tree. It means that when you gather evidence illegally, you can never use that evidence in a trial. And what we saw today was phones were broken into by the police on December 19th, sent to NSA, and then a warrant was gotten on January 9, 2025. It means that's the fruit of the poisonous tree. It means other evidence. The fruit of the poisonous tree comes from the Garden of Eden, right? God said you can eat everything here except for this fruit. That fruit that was eaten by the police cannot be used as snake baby. Kofa, you are here today again. Can you tell us exactly what did your defense team have been happening to show that you are free from this? Okay, so I think last December we were all treated to the term ultra-virus. The term you got to take today is called fruit of the poisonous tree. It means that when you gather evidence illegally, you can never use that evidence in a trial. And what we saw today was phones were broken into by the police on December 19th, sent to NSA, and then a warrant was gotten on January 9, 2025. It means that's the fruit of the poisonous tree. It means other evidence. The fruit of the poisonous tree comes from the Garden of Eden, right? God said you can eat everything here except for this fruit. That fruit that was eaten by the police cannot be used as snake baby. Kofa, you are here today again. Can you tell us exactly what did your defense team have been happening to show that you are free from this? Okay, so I think last December we were all treated to the term ultra-virus. The term you got to take today is called fruit of the poisonous tree. It means that when you gather evidence illegally, you can never use that evidence in a trial. And what we saw today was phones were broken into by the police on December 19th, sent to NSA, and then a warrant was gotten on January 9, 2025. It means that's the fruit of the poisonous tree. It means other evidence. The fruit of the poisonous tree comes from the Garden of Eden, right? God said you can eat everything here except for this fruit. That fruit that was eaten by the police cannot be used as snake baby. Kofa, you are here today again. Can you tell us exactly what did your defense team have been happening to show that you are free from this? Okay, so
that begin to see these things and they start to change their livelihood, and the citizen lives are being improved. Vietnam, from 20 years, they embraced the economic liberation. And today, the poverty has been reduced from 50% to 3%. China, I don't have to tell you, they started the year 2000 to 2020. 20 years, poverty reduced from 49% to 0.6%. That comes to Africa. Rwanda from 1995 to 2015, from 75% of being poor, today only 30% of them are poor. Those that embrace economic liberation. That can right to Ghana. From 1991 to 2012, 21 years. And I believe it because when I went to Ghana in 1990, when the war started, they rode from Accra to Bujumbura, the refugee camp. You could see nothing on the left and the right side of the road. As a matter of fact, it was just one road, one car parcel, another car parcel. The research says from 1991 to 2012, 21 years, Ghana reduced the poverty from 52% to 13%.
Voilà.
Embracing economic liberation. Paying attention to what God gave you. The thing that God gave you is what you have and nothing else. Your resources is the only thing that you have and nothing else. They've begun to realize it and they began to pay attention to it. Their poverty reduction strategy worked. And today, less people in the country are suffering. Firestone. You guys know. You know if I'm talking the truth or not. What I want you to really know, don't let sanction scare us. Don't let threats of life. That is why when I say Joseph Boyka is very old, and I expect him to be brave enough to grab the bull by the horn, then they get angry with me.
Okay, I'd like to say a pleasant good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. Many thanks for joining the conversation again on this wonderful Thursday morning. And it promises to be great, stimulative, very thought-provocative as we walk the walk and talk the talk. And as usual, have to shift the paradigm about the markers. What a favor. We speak on the undiluted truth, the very hard truth, as said on this platform. We're critical not to say your views and opinions are well respected, but what supersedes has to do with facts, wherever you are. Welcome to the People's Program on this edition of the Morning Rise. September 4, 2025, that's how the year stands. I'm Wiki Brooks, the Ambassador Vice, alongside Sakano is the man behind the camera producing all of the videos and sounds, and it promises to be very stimulative, very thought-provocative together. Welcome to this edition of the Morning Rise. This is, I would like to say to all of you, welcome. Let's have a good time together. Nice conversation. You know, I will speak to some folks at 9 o'clock this morning from Bapolo County. There are a lot of other reports, allegation on some officials today who are representing themselves, and the guys are now calling, planning a protest and all of these things. You know, they've been on our backs for long, but we will talk to them for a couple of minutes this morning. And because they are planning, but we want to know. Yes. And the party next will have to respond. But this is the People's Program. You know, many of you, elections over. Some of you became sympathizer, supporter, well-wisher of some of the political parties that did not even win a single seat in the 73 electoral districts in Liberia, or the 15 counties with 2 senators, some of the political parties could not have a seat at the level of the Senate, normally we call the House of Wisdom, or the lower house, the House of Representatives. Some of you don't even know how you go into those parties. What do those parties exist? You don't ask. Hell, you have t-shirts, caps, and other things. You are taking people, going to people's homes with all their consent. You're putting poster, putting all of these things all around on people's homes. Some of you don't even know your representation, your party. You say, and I'm going to be clear with you. Today, I told you, there are new sheriffs in time, vice sheriff Brooks, who in time to educate and have uniform. You get to know before the next election how you make people representatives or senators, how you decide who becomes your president. For too long, the people have never educated you on these things. You just jump, you say you remember this, but you don't have anything to show that you remember this party. Let me say good morning to Mr. Zizi Bien, always following as well. Tingers Village. Yes. As a matter of fact, it's my beloved father-in-law. Mrs. Dorothy Bien, good morning to you as well. Let me say this. After election, some of you don't even care to know whether somebody won from your party as representative or senator. The election finished. You after wearing all the t-shirts, some of you cannot even tell how many persons representing your party at the level of the House of Representatives, at the level of the House of Senate. But you will say you defend and you respond, you this, you die, you don't even, because these are things when you get to know them, you know that's your face, that's your representation. When things are happening, these are people you speak to. But you come back to us. We don't manufacture news. You are the newsmaker. You open a line and then you ask somebody, say, what party for example? They tell me how many persons are you representing your party as senator or representative? None of you, most of you might not be in a position to even say it. Because you just feel when the issue of being in party, it's just to, when they say rally, you're around. Go try rally, you go try rally. You're bloody road, you bloody road. You're march from this place, and that's just about it. No. And I will give you a breakdown after the election and tell you represented parties at the level of the national legislature. Some of the parties that you supported did not win a single seat. Some of the parties supported 1 seat. But you cry on how things are hard. You shake it to the president, yes. But you got people who should be speaking for you. The lawmakers in Liberia got cabinet functions that should represent you, make good laws, and have oversight in terms of how the executive order branches, they will coordinate, they will do some other things together. But you don't care. The people lie to you, yet they, there are people doing this thing. Those who you send to those people you send are the voices for you. They speak. You speak through them to speak to the executive. Some of the parties you don't even know whether they even around any longer. You are inside a party, you are went to one house, somebody rented somebody for 3 months, and right after you don't even know. They gave some of you positions in the party. You're running around at the women chairman, and the youth chair of the other party. Where you are today? Where is the party? Where is the headquarters? How can we locate? What is the number to call? Before 29, you will learn good. You will decide when you get into political space, and people who form a party, you will know how you get into it. You will know that you should be able to ask some of the hard questions. Now, we went to election in 2023 at the House of Representatives. We got 73 seats, which is the lower house in Liberia. At the House of Senate, we got 30 seats. Let's take a look after the election. Parties that won election. The Congress for Democratic Change, but then it was a coalition. So you had the NPP, the PDLP, the People's Democratic Party of Liberia, the National Patriotic Party, and you had the Congress for Democratic Change. When they formed that coalition, they were there, and other small parties. So what they got in that, and they had the okay, yeah, then they had the United People Party. You know, these are all different parties now, but let's come from the coalition first. In the coalition, these parties, at the level of the Senate, which is 30 seats, they got 9 seats. 9 in that coalition, they got 9 senators. 9 senators. And just before I continue, sorry, we would like to say to you, some of you have the chance to win some money for yourself today. 3-4 persons. You can get yourself $4,000 each if you just go there and play the Kool Catch Radio Entertainment giveaway this morning. So all you need to do is dial *799 *11#, play $111 or 70 cents US. Or you use the short code by dialing *799#, the option 11, go there and play. You won't play 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. You don't play one in wait. Just put in 3, put in 4, put in 5. You win for yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars on this lovely and wet Thursday where the weekend is fast approaching. So these are other, so don't make it lazy. Make sure you have an account and money in the Lone Star MTN mobile account, and I'll call you and you'll tell me later. So you need to do it. Start playing right now. Put in your entries. The more you put in, the better the chances are for you to win. So that's *799 *11# and play $100 or 70 cents US. And you call me and tell me thank you later. So let's watch. As your number comes in, I will certainly call you up. So back. So we had election. Some of you were members of this party. After the election, you were only focused. Oh yeah, the men you talk about who to that black guy, President Barker, But you still do not sit by yourself to say, but wait now. We're shifting all of the blame on the executive to the president. Yes. He part and parcel of the problem. No if and end about that. But I thought we have people representing us who will speak for us and checkmate, right, the necessary checkpoints. Why we just shifting the blame? So these people are just there. So they're telling us they are the first branch of government. They are the arrowheads of the country. Why these people are not directing the country in the right way? And they are not reporting to us. They are the people's deputies. So you have by the time the Congress for Democratic Change, the National Patriotic Party, the People's Democratic Party of Liberia, they all came into a coalition. They emerged in a coalition, united on one front. So people started to look. So yeah. What happened to these people? What went on? So here is it. The Congress, the coalition, they won 9 seats of the 30 seats at the level of the Senate. At the House of Representatives, which is 73 seats, that coalition, they won 25. You come down, you see the United People Party, the UPP. Madonna went to that party did not win a single seat in the Senate or the House of Representatives. There's another party. Some of you will be surprised about some of the political parties' name that will be calling. They changed for Democratic Action, CDA. They did not get a single seat in the House of Representatives and the House of Senate. The movement for economic empowerment moved. They did not win a seat in the House of Representatives and the House of Senate. Later, some of them moved to they joined. Second round, they gave a support to the CC, the Unity Party, but yet they still had a candidate. But that was already over. That was the election. That was the representative party, the senatorial party was already over. They were only giving support now for the presidency to the runoff. But we're talking about the general presidential elections. They did not win a single seat in the House of Representatives and the House of Senate. The Unity Party chaired by the chairman now, in the House of Senate, they got 3 seats. The House of Representatives, they got 11. The collaborating political parties that we all knew, which is the Alternative National Congress, where they were collaborating with Unity Labour Party, that collaboration. Bronskin, and you can talk about him, the late. You had Alexander Cummings, the ANC. In the House of Senate, they got 3 seats. The House of Representatives, they got 6. Now you come to the movement for democracy and reconciliation and reconstruction, which is the late Senator Prince Johnson party. That party, they got 2 senators and 4 representatives. You got the People Unification Party, PUP. The People Unification Party, PUP. That's Samuel Koga was the chairman back then. PUP. Some of you can say, oh yeah, your man, Prince Johnson died before he joined the main party. The People's Unification Party, PUP, Samuel Koga. In the House of Senate, they got 1 seat. In the House of Representatives, they got 2. You got the ALP, the All Liberian Party. Better now your party now. They got 1 seat in the House, 1 seat in the Senate. You got the Liberia Restoration Party, LRP. Gabriel City, They got 1 seat in the Senate, they got 1 seat in the House of Representatives. You got the Liberal National Union, you know. They could not have a seat at the level of the Senate, and they were able to get 1 seat at the House of Representatives. The movement for progressive change, Simon Party, you know, the chairman only passed away. They got 1 seat at the level of the House of Representatives, but they could not manage to have a seat at the level of the Senate. You got the National Democratic Coalition, the NDC, Larry Tupper, the professor. They couldn't manage to have a seat at the level of the Senate, but they got 1 seat at the level of the House of Representatives. Then you got the Vision for Liberal Transformation, what people call VOT. Jeremiah Zell-Wapo, no seat at the level of the Senate, but 1 seat at the level of the House of Representatives. So you see, then I will tell you some of the parties that nobody could even talk about, or they were not even mentioned to say yes, they could get 1 or they could get 2. Only represented parties in Liberia that got in the election but could not even produce a single seat. Other parties here, they got what? You had the All Liberia Coalition Party. Nothing. You had the Grassroots Development Movement. Nothing. So you start to look at some of the party, and you start to look around the Chewing Party, the Freedom for Change, all of these things. Where are we today with all of these political parties? What are you not asking your political leaders, your representatives, your senators, who you have chosen to represent you, to speak on behalf of, to make laws, to have oversight? Why is it you only just focusing on the executive when the first branch of government is the national legislative branch of government? Some of you who party teachers, some of you, I know you're surprised to even hear that some of you were part and parcel of these parties. You will hear these parties again and newer ones when 2029 or 2028 comes around. You already start saying, parties being established for a reason, and hearing the other more parties that will come. And all of these things. Liberians, it's time to ask yourself some of the very hard questions. All these parties, you jump to these parties, asked. You know, your party may be small, but you got only 1 representative at the level of the House of Representatives or the House of Senate. That 1 person who represents the entire numbers in that party. Are they speaking, or they have left the party today and joined? Because sometimes they will win on this party ticket and they jump to the next party. Because they feel that when they represent that party, when they're speaking, nobody will hear them. But they will forget to know that you stood in the rain and the sun for them, and you saw something in it, that's why you put it there. But when you go there, they decide to think for themselves, and they will not come back to consult. They will abandon the party, they will join the other party. You win on this party ticket and you join this party, and you don't care about the feelings about those who stood in the rain and the sun. But you come back to us and bring insults and all of these things to us when we are trying to educate and have you to fall. Ask yourselves, how can you have 25 representation at the level of the House of Senate, representatives, for a coalition. 25. Then you got 9 senators. And you're telling us that a sitting government will be able to manipulate or control you people. So you electors go by the access, what happening? So, you shift the blame on the executive, yes. But let's come back now. See, the CDC, after the election, they got 25 seats in the House of Representatives. They got 9 seats at the level of the Senate. Now, but they blame government, they blame the executive for almost everything. With this number, you're telling me that they sat there and watched their speaker, a member of the party, be removed? You had the speaker, the deputy speaker from that coalition, and the sitting speaker got removed. Did they betray the trust and confidence in him, or refuse? So they abandoned the party minute, but they want the ordinary people to follow party minute when they had a chance to say, no, this cannot. They had the numbers that they could convince. And don't be surprised, there were folks in the party who also left them to go support the majority black. But you come back to us and say we are the ones who caused the problem. Be asking your parties, even if you have one representation, what's the reflection back home to the party? Some of you, the parties that you want on, no longer exist, but you're there, but you don't relate to the people. You have already joined, left that party at job because you even got party headquarters any longer. So you left the other party. So you only hear people discuss the CDC, the Unity Party, but there are other political parties that participated. Be asking you when you were wearing t-shirts for other political parties. You say you were the one, you were the coordinator for the other community, you are the one for the other county, and all of these things. Where you people are today. Today, the sheriffs are in time to ask the question. Come out. Tell us where you people are now. You go there accusing her, you're insulting us. Now, I chose today to put it right on your table. So you yourself can stand on the microscope and evaluate yourselves. That tomorrow you will not blame us. You are jumping all over the area. You insulted people for your party. Where are these parties now? Some of them did not win a single seat. Some won. But you asking, or you only shifting the blame? These people are part and parcel of government, but you say, oh, the government didn't want. President Parker didn't want, and the other president. Ask for your representative. Go back to your parties. Some of you told all papers. It's time people went to your community and said, I'm running on this party ticket. This is a grassroots party. We will go there for you, the market women. We will go there for you, the men, the motorcyclists. They can't get driver, all of these things. Youth empowerment, Mario Loom will give it out. Where are these things? No places you used to go to say, yeah, our party, you haven't been there. Do they still exist? The sheriffs are asking you now. So while you following, continue to play, put in your entrance, and you have the chance to win 4,000 or even more. The more you play, probably, who knows? I could just double 8,000. Your number pop up based on, I was looking at the numbers. Dial star 799 star 11 hatch. Low star MTN mobile account, $100 or 70 cents US. You want to play 2 times, 3 times, don't play one way. You put the number 2, like 2 tickets, 3 is there. And all of these things. You see? You had the People's Unification Party, the PUP. Samuel Koga, today the senator of the Magdalene. They there. But he feeling on the other party, oh, he goes straight to NDR. You know, the people always love to hide these things from you people, but we all love to help to bring the kind of information to you, at least. Then you get to know the kind of people that represent you, the people that you stand in the rain and the sun for. But today, all the problems, you want to turn to CDC, you want to turn to United Party. All the parties that you supported, whether they won seat, they did not. Some of you don't even know whether the parties exist or not. You went there, you say it's feeling fun. You went there, you are convincing other people. But you're not looking at other parties for now. You know? But this is where we are. You know, when the weekend is almost approaching, sometimes we test our fingers to know what's popping, what's going on. Let me take a break and be right back.
When George Weah was elected president, everyone, all the young people, all of you were very excited. And I can tell you one reason why I think you were excited.
You call the FCC boss corrupt. He's corrupt? Is he corrupt? You mentioned that he was corrupt. Is he corrupt? You call the FCC boss corrupt. He's corrupt? Is he corrupt? You mentioned that he was corrupt. Is he corrupt? You call the FCC boss corrupt. He's corrupt? Is he corrupt? You mentioned that he was corrupt. Is he corrupt? You call the FCC boss corrupt. On the profile you are here today again, can you tell us exactly what did your defense team have been happening to ensure that you are free from this? Okay, so you know, I think last December we were all treated to the term ultra-virus. The term you got to take today is called fruit of the poisonous tree. It means that when you gather evidence illegally, you can never use that evidence in a trial. And what we saw today was phones were broken into by the police on December 19th, sent to NSA, and then a warrant was gotten on January 9, 2025. It means that's the fruit of the poisonous tree. It means all that evidence. The fruit of the poisonous tree comes from the Garden of Eden, right? God said you can eat everything here except for this.
Good morning to you, Mr. Zizi BM. You there in Tingles Village, Mrs. Dory BM. Good morning to all of you. Thanks for joining us always and following this program. Eating Blessing BM, good morning to you. Salome as well. Good morning. Hope you're having yourself a wonderful time. And let me say good morning to the greatness, Veronica Natasha Brooks. Thank you so much. I saw your grade sheet on your vocational school. Yeah, total A+. I owe you a gift, and surely, yes, you did extremely well. Yeah, okay, folks. So, you see, what's happening in Liberia, we're trying to overlook these things. Some of you now, those who won on your party ticket, some of you, you were yet there. Didn't work on you join the people they're moving there. And at the end of the day, you cannot say, oh yeah, this person, because you need to be asking your lawmakers. We hear about this level of corruption in government, and we send you to represent us. How is the fight? What are some of the issues? How are you representing, or what are some of the bills that you put on the floor? But you will leave it and look for people who they trying to inform you, and then you go to them. You said only you sought one wiggy brooks and one attorney rock. You plan how you want to catch them, beat them, kill them. But the people who, but only because we say the very hard truth, we expose, we educate you. Some of the lawmakers even mad and vex you up because with effort they will try to educate you. That you make the right decision. 8 o'clock, I'll open the lines. Some of you are surprised. You're not asking these people. You only heard they say the man came from America. He came from this place. The man started one new party. When you go there, they say they can cook. But where the money comes from to cook, you don't know. You're not paying dues. You are not paying anything. So when you put the place you went, how it got rented, you don't know. The rental fees, how it been paid, you don't know. Then you get there, you say that the party headquarters. Even somebody put that in the two parties, everybody can talk about CDC and Unity Party. They know how those places were acquired, how the fees are paid. Far away that the only thing they get them off. Always think that they can defend and they can defend. You see? And all of these things, we will always love to have you guys informed on these things. We will no longer keep our people in darkness. This is where we are. Let me say good morning to Superintendent, my senior brother, Leon Gibson. Good morning to you, Chief. Long time. Yeah, I don't want to be held in contempt or probably ask the folks from so far to have me kept for safekeeping. Okay, you can order my release. But don't forget now, we are the new sheriffs in time. We are now erecting the necessary checkpoints and providing the necessary education to our people. For too long, you lie to yourselves and the people, because the people know that you will never get this kind of information, so they lie to you. They fool you. You support institutions without any outcome or returns. Be asking, oh, I'm from CDC, how many lawmakers we got? But why these things are happening? What are they doing? You just get one money there. So journalists, some media people, the people that order. I don't manufacture news. When they make the news, we'll report it. Let's get to know this thing today. And I tell you, I'm not afraid of any soul in Nigeria. Feel and think the way you want to feel, you think about me. The truth will say it. If I lie, say I lie. Simple. I'll accept. I him on. You having that kind of huge number. The whole day you running to the president, those say, and so many people, they come in at the open, they lie to you people. They go behind, they in bed with the ruling party. Decisions are taken, whether it's right or wrong, they side with it. But you only got strength to criticize people who are fighting for you. Now ask yourselves, people you supported, parties that you were part and parcel of, those who got elected, what have they done? What are some of the reports they have brought back to you? Don't ask me. Ask yourselves and ask your lawmaker. Be asking today yourself and say, why we have this number and these things are, why we ask, be asking, what are some of the laws that have been passed? What are some of the bills that you have put on? Because you say you're going to represent all the interest. Have they reported to you in terms of the representation, oversight, lawmaking? What have they told you with the time spent. You elected them, they have left you. While there, they have joined other political parties. And you don't see nothing wrong with it. The sheriff's in town right now. Put in your calls right now. 0775 919 919 080 919 919 are the two numbers you can call us on to be part and parcel of the program. You got new parties coming up. You got other political parties that be in existence. You don't even know whether you got lawmaker. What, all of these things. Let's hear from them again this morning. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Brooks.
You're welcome.
Anthony calling from the area, Anthony Goodman. Yeah, but I want to say thanks for your education this morning. These are the hard questions they're asking us. We always defend on the defensive. We don't know what is unfolding in the political party.
Yeah, that's what I thought to put it to them today.
Yeah. That's the thing. I still sitting surrounded this thing. Even we asked the district 10 today, why the representative or those people who you sent to represent them, what have they done? They will never tell you. They will never tell you. I swear to everything. For one of those representatives or those senators, let me explain to the people what they have done. They will never tell you. But today they will have people paying money and going in the street and say they are defending. We who so stupid, they will say we defend people. And these people are not even in our interest. Oh my brother, the missionary who told me like he told you.
That's it. The sheriffs are in time. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Brooks.
You're welcome.
Thank you. My name is Anita Kool, and I call you from my races fund. You say all this money because most of us will accuse you people, and you people are not watching the Inquirer News or neither one newspaper that can report the news, but you said that to erect the checkpoint. And you know that when we refer to some of these parties are talking right, because they don't get to help, the neighbor party to get the power or PDC to get the power. Therefore, when we elected some of their representatives, maybe just to go cause confusion in the world, cause voice, maybe not, power the people cause enough, and no oversight in the district, no law you have ever made in the district, but they just get to cause noise and eat our money. So it comes back to us with the election, right? Come 2029, when they buy your baby truck, vote for them. When they tell you one paper rest, vote for them. Don't even know why they come from. Once you see that they put people in the party equator every day, and you just put to your house to eat, go there, that's a vote for them. Because we want nothing out of the country, then when we do it to ourselves, when the people get in power, they start increasing us, then we put it on either the president or we put it on the journalist. But the journalists have nothing to do. What the journalists see is what they report. They don't just go and take any news to give to us. We ourselves bring our news to give it to the journalists. So you people to continue your right for heaven to pay you because we can no pay for you people only God. We put whatever good thing you see, do what you can do for tomorrow.
I'll take that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. We are calling from Mazara with my county. My brother, we are elected. We do for our own problem, and you and not on a daily basis. You can have your job because every morning and we do not do it like this. Or we get people who are hard headed. And while all these change in this country, there was some people who can get a land, we could listen to the advices that you're giving on a daily basis. Because most of the people they are not in the system, we are the small people. they just come and
Yeah, they take advantage of the illiteracy, ignorance of the people and poverty.
yeah, because we now we can't do well. So they just come from anywhere, they just blackboard and they are made feet, you have to be taught, you have to pray, and then we just put on the full for any other person. Then so you're just trying to keep and keep on. We are the drums.
Yeah, we'll try our best to do that. Thank you always for joining us from my show. Good morning.
Good morning, weekly bros. Good morning to all our brave people.
They consistent and always following what Sadilo. Good morning.
Thank you very much for your recognition. Good morning, Wiki. Wiki, let me say thank you God for the level of work you guys are trying to do. Wiki, the issue here is that we need to read the Constitution. And in reading the Constitution, all the policies will be put into place and the Judicial Commission will bow down by the law. One, because for example, you from your new political party, you are not having office anything around the city or around the different countries around it. Then you want to form a political party because the money is less. You see, I think you get about $10,000 in your account, with $100,000 $20, and the energy, they have to look at the insurance bonds that you can be given. I can go and credit somebody money, or I go to the bank and make you with the bank, and I open a political party, and they have used them up. If you tell a political institution you want to open a political party, you should have $1 million US dollar, or $1 million in your account. Then you see people be afraid to make a full party system in Liberia. But because you have opening, everybody want to open a party, that is current will continue to fail, and people go vote for not your invalid voter right there. So let me tell you guys, thank you very much. You continue to do awareness. God will bless you guys.
Thank you, Walter, always showing us, whether he's in Nima or in Monserrato, he's always there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to the entire place of Canada.
Yeah.
This is the voice of the better guidance to all. And we use the ability to withstand and overcome the circumstances. It can make anybody take advantage of you. Number one, we have redeveloped our belly. Our low mentality is what the people are taking advantage of. You will not see them now. Let's wait after a year or two from now. What's the time coming around? But when you see them from all coming, you see different patterns. Different you will be running head to head. People are already taking advantage of it. We don't care. It is still out of there. So at the end of the day, we start to call from underdeveloped district, abandoned district. Who abandoned district? We are the very people, the illiterates. So we need to come to our senses as we get there again to know which way we went and which month we will take that will be better. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you as well for being part of the conversation. Let's go and talk to other callers on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good morning, bro. See, the discussion in the morning, I love it. Because other people say, oh, two parties, PDP, you want to unity party.
But to my name surprised to hear some of the parties, but they were wearing no t-shirts. They're not asking. They wouldn't talk about CDC, the party. So that's why I put the question to you people now, because you people are the one who can be all in the trenches, the slums, the ghettos, and all of these say mobilizing. They make him America to make that money, they make up. But did the party win a seat? If the party did, are you asking what the person representing you people, what the report they bringing back?
So, bro, you see the problem now? All the parties, they are married. They are in the PDP and unity party. There are no people that keep on. For do that work, for do that work. When I say I want to recommend this money, the one for the call or anything, we have to change that constitution. Oh yeah, I get 5,000, I get 1, I get 25,000, I get investor. We get a serious problem we have in the country today. All the ladies are over there. I do what I call me.
Thank you as well for following. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome. Okay, we in time. The sheriffs are in time. Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Property defender, civil and passport joint for district now, Muscle Republicans. Folks, I listened to the topic on the discussion, especially concerning we the electors or our lawmakers are treating us in our district because they are not representing us well. But for me, I would say.
Don't misquote me. I'm asking the people you elected. Don't misquote me. You always will come and try to misquote. Do not misquote me. I've tolerated. Give me a chance. I've tolerated you a long period of time. Sometimes you call, you say all sorts of things with all facts. I allow you to talk. Don't misquote me. Please go to what you want to discuss. Or else, trust me, I'll cut you off and move from on topic. Simple as that.
All right. From my district, my lawmaker, the Black Diamond Friends of Foucault, my district, the world organized, they are being represented by Friends of Foucault. But you see, other people will cry to say that, lawmaker will vote there, they went electoral, they get one school, then go for them. Yeah, some people with the hatred for male will suffer and will complain on the lawmakers, some of the lawmakers. Say that you left the territory, you left America, even some people in South Africa, they left for South Africa, the kingdom of Africa to register in the need or to redeem district number 10. But you see, to the one going in other district, they will call the radio and say, I'm calling for the Bano district, yeah, because you left your district to go register for the hatred of other person business. So you will cry. But for me, district number 9, we are resolute. First of all, we are representing on our district development is going on. The people in district number 9, they are really again when election comes to them to vote. First and foremost, for year to year to year to year to year.
Thank you. Good morning. Let's talk to other callers.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
My name is my brother, this country, we not putting like drugs. And it's part of the setting where our people did not take on it. When the people look at our district, they don't campaign. We don't have no person to ask them. Of this and because they're coming with money. So we put the money first and we're not putting the contract first. So people will override us. We want to put our district and see there and put it first. And love the country with override us. Because the first thing about the maker is telling him what to do. But he was telling what to do. So you gotta go to the own country. You gotta make our money. They make a decision. You don't have no right to go into the man to say, yes. And the answer will be yes. Because you have money. So you know, the government making the country is too high. But the people always paying over. Thank you.
Thank you as well for being part of the conversation. Let me talk to Mr. Tommy. Good morning. Come in. Good morning, sir.
Good morning for last voting. Because we have all the blame the executive and I don't know what I'm going to say about when you are representing the government. When voting are going to what do you think? Everything as a for example, we got chairman for education, chairman on her in the both of them. What are the people of their business? But it can be like that. You are chairman because you are the one that make the minister, the director, and tell them we talk about the people. But we don't care. Everything that I get it, like you said, some of the districts are only good at it. It's not good at it. And we let it. But we don't know it. But thank you for the education. I put the electric, and I know it because you have to that. come to divert because.
Thank you. Thank you this morning. Let's talk to other callers. The sheriffs are in time. Good morning.
Good morning. It's money to my two great ambassadors and Pastor Moses calling from my resident this morning. You know, many of us, I always say this, the truth does not last inside of us. Even you don't understand that some people will call and tell them, say that they long before is doing extremely wonderful in the district, but then they will tell you the government is failing. So at times I say, how can you reconcile those two things? District number 9, Western all world that we born there, we grew up there, we school there. Today somebody is telling me that South Africa is doing extremely. But at any major project, Sapo and Telehon District 9, we have an entire permanent for new material. There is nothing or there is no about District 9. Somebody will tell me that I don't know. Because people will come and tell us, say, today they will sit down all of platform, all of radio station and how this government is failing, this government is scoring 0. But today I'm surprised that Sapo is doing extremely well in District 9. Wow. It is good. At this time, if Sapo is doing well in District 9, that means President Baba, you are doing extremely well. Because Sapo is not telling on any project, major project in your district without the government. It is the government that give all of those rules, all of those major projects in District 9. It is the government, past and present government. So they are all doing what they can do. Our district now, for myself, Marco Thomas, you have not done any major project with him of block, but I have taken a short way to other blocks. You are doing your best. I pray that whatever you are doing, 2029, it will speak for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you as well. Your life.
Yeah, good morning, Winnie.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Kevin and I call it for money committee. And people committee. Yeah, I'll take you this morning for the topic of discussion. You know the problem about the Australia, you like you the culture that we don't want to get a problem. We don't want to get a problem today, we don't want to get a problem tomorrow, and not anybody that we don't. Because the way people will cry when they say 2029, you will see us running. For example, some of us, that means I left my house, all the way from that to go to do my registration. When we got through, that person went to register for us to vote for you. No one to even tell us, thank you. God did well for me. Nothing up to today. Yes, only our own problem, and not everybody. They went today again, when they say only on the line, you will see people running here, there, but they can't get off 150 back on rent because they play test, they portray one of the things. For portray break, that is carrying us slowly. Now I go school open. People not even get money to register their children. And the portray break carry on in the country, my dear. So we just pray to God, we God will rescue us. No more be. Even Joseph Bokar are there today, tomorrow, somebody can see story will be going on. So thank you this morning.
Thank you as well.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is J.B. Johnson, current from Guason, District 1, Miami County. No, Wiki, the time the campaign started 2023, you all said something. And you are putting into vote. We want for you people to repeat that rhetorical statement again. Because you say every county, every district, the representative will win. They must make annual report. The kind of thing that they're doing for their county or their district, the senator and the representative. Wiki, let me tell you something, you and Nathaniel Bar, the Kool family. Liberian people are bleeding. They are dying. Let me tell you something, we just pick somebody for a month or we put in there to enrich ourselves. They are not there for us. You know when we're talking about mob, there is more to talk. But the mob make the whole world. Because your mob that on you, it can bless a nation. Your mob that on you, it can curse a nation. So the mob, you take time to speak. But Liberians are dying with it. Just try to ask the Liberian people, the county and the district,
For to call our representative and senator and our president Joseph Imamwaka and the minister what they are doing for the nation, because the nation are bleeding. See now as I'm speaking to you, the poor people, they are crying this morning because by next year school will be opening. Even the government school and the private school, it will be opening. Even when people wake up for them to eat, there's no way. Where are we going? You people are crying for us. You people are there for you got nothing. And we always telling people God will bless people. How God will bless you people, because when we get it, we're so going to do it. So we are trying to do something for us. That the representative to call their uncle. We want to know what they are doing for the nation. We're not talking about county or district alone. That's thank you this morning.
Thank you as well. Let's talk to this Connor. Good morning.
Good morning, we give us in
Good morning.
For me, I'll not refer to you guys as cherry. I refer to you guys as favorite instructor, which I refer to this. And we're serious about radio. No, not just the best. You go with some other institutions and not even knowing the historicity and knowing their performances or what have you. For me, when I went through the history of the Unity Party, 1984 was funded, and then took party elections, the first founder, LDHSLE, who became a founder and the first tender bearer. I went through. We went for elections. You just want to go up party, so that I united for the people. But at the end of the day, you can find one performances report in terms of electoral records. The thing about what we hear there, you will go to a representative telling people the people that are monitoring there after they have won. Then they want to cheat the people are getting it all. When you try to checkmate, when you try to ask questions, they say you want 0% representative. What can hurt me? You will see one representative telling you before they can't develop it, they saw what they didn't tell him. They have him own country, one country. So they have now this court telling they want Nigeria British. Why they didn't tell him that they free for the entire nation world there? There's no free movement of people. He won't come from it, he won't stop the process. He said, I'll stop the secretary for general application. That's a great government nowadays. How can you be this way? They're in the House of Parliament. They are ready. No, that's what the U.S. Constitution is. In Article 1, the power is inherent in the Congress. The Congress is the people. It's the same thing in Nigeria. We say it's the people. The people are the only ones who are there. But when it comes to decision making, on behalf of the people, you do not ask the people. When you want to carry a project, you do not ask the people. When you want a decision, you do not ask the people. You go, you say it, you give to people in the wrong direction, they benefit you, and lose, they go tell anybody, you go be a flexible, you go dedicate it, that's our project. Then we don't ask ourselves, how you get to the 500 in the White House as a party? Tell us of critical decision making. Guess what they say? I don't know how I know power. Therefore, I can't wait until he says that the end by agreement, according to him, when you're in the House of Parliament, how do I say the end by agreement? How you pass? He said, you don't know. How they run our pass? We get 11 members of the Unity Party, 9 senators. How they pass from our party? How they happy? You still not happy? You represent yourself or you represent the people? That's why you see, you need to continue to play us. Some will delegate their poor. Some will be able where it not belongs. That's why it is, we need. So our senators are ready to continue. Your age. Let me make a recommendation to you. This morning before I close, I beg you, they're projecting. I beg you, don't please teach me that I know before. They never believe private project when you public office. They never believe public project. When government the way you consider a public project and they look at your private project, you please take your time and try to educate some of our people so you know the difference between the job achievement from the public achievement. That's our government continuity. Thank you very much to you guys.
Thank you as well. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Frank calling from Totheworld.
Frank, you're always welcome.
Well, you know the problem with us, because we know the guys, their motive is we got to suppress the electorate. So look at our young boys, all of them, most of them will be well educated, they are modeled by. But when we were in Ghana, see Ghana, there are competition with the youth.
So when any of them go to the group to say they want ask for vote, the children can ask them. They can ask them. They are poor people. They stand up. They challenge their lawmakers and they ask them. But yeah, in another time, everybody on Mother God, they want to talk about school being it. This year, so when the people look at it, they say these are the places the people fitting. These are the things the people like. So I'm bringing 20 model bar, we take the model bar to incorporate most of them. You see most people following. But see the lawmakers, look at, you're talking about the political parties. Look at how CDC will get 25 lawmakers in the representation and 9 at the Senate. They were crying that people were moving from people. These people are not for us. They're only there for what they want, what they get. And so I will say we here, we need to be taught. Every time that we're doing education on the platform, we need to listen to it. And they're supposed to be in our consultation in the schools. Because we have to learn from the school that when you get there, you got to know how many persons are constituted to be on legislature and the Senate. Then who all brought them on board? Which of the party? When we know these kind of things, we'll be asking our lawmaker or we'll be asking people that we elect in the house. But we don't know. All we know that we complete them and somebody give me $20, they give me $10, my day okay for that day. Thank you.
Thank you. The sheriffs are in time. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, Ricky. Good.
Yeah, good morning. Right now.
Yes. Yes, Bianca, Winston, and Bianca from Google Road. Thank you for the exclusive recognition. I joined you from Google Road, like I said. You know, we are the cause of our own problems. While it is true and correct that some of the lawmakers have abandoned their district, some people are doing extremely well. I am from Lima, my district, District 8. Lawmaker is doing extremely well for the people. In recent time, he dedicated, and when he called the city and the speaker, he went there and attended that ceremony. It was very encouraging. Citizens were happy. And on Yanswai, at the Senate, he's doing extremely well. He then proposed a bill that created non-township in the Nigeria district. So some two are found a district completely. That district now in Lima County, they don't know where they have lawmakers. You see? So it's boring. And then with the issue of what is sensitive of parties, you know, we don't have to deal with people because National Election Commission do they need funding. They need money. So there were a lot of people without no tangible benchmark. Benchmark set up, but this is a criteria. So once they need money, they say, yeah, the system is open. Everybody there 10,000 or 100,000 in your account, you can try and register your party. They get it funding. At the end of the day, to underperform, they start looking for money to carry on electoral processing. So they have to put their feet aside. They have to audit the National Election Commission. Also, they are the cause of the problem. Thank you for allowing me to help my view this morning.
Thank you as well as talk to other callers. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky.
Good morning.
This is Matthew from Tissue 6. My issue has to do with our lawmaker. You know, whether I call the lawmaker of Tissue 6, I become the worst enemy in Tissue 6. Somewhere enough. My question was asking, where is the issue with the district council? The District Development Council of District 6. This district has produced president 2 times. Joshua, former President Joshua, now Ambassador President Twitter Human Blackout. We produced the Chief Justice. We produced hard-cap government officials. But why is it that the district is not improving? The district will react. And one was some analyze the room. The rehabilitating of the doing. But how often does it come a district meeting? The District Development Council will not nothing. We 53 communities. Nothing is ongoing. Except when maybe somebody died, then you go and say eventually doing it. But for us from the Georgia bill, where the district starts from, for either Georgia going as far as Kingrave, we are actually very. They are not doing one thing. Or the public works ministry, like in the public glory alley. You see why we are not called the past months in the room?
Because I'm taking for it before the they keep encourage our youth. They think it's not tradition what I mean. This is why you just too much water flow.
Thank you. Let's talk to other callers. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, my name is Harrison Colley. I speak to you from FDA. The problem we are facing in this country is not only by motorcyclists. I love one of the callers saying that they give us motorbike and we vote for the people. No. It was not only the motorcyclists that voted for all of the sanitary lawmakers, the 30 senators that we are looking at today. And let me be clear to the real people. We, the motorcyclists, we should be kind of our political party, and we're going to contest the district. We're going to make sure that we win the 17 seats. I'm not joking about it. Say we are the one taking people every day, we're going to make ourselves. Thank you very much. We are prepared for that.
Thank you. Let's talk to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jojo.
Yeah. Thank you this morning for the topic. When we look at the whole politics and politicians, as for me, Josephine Smith, I don't know what to really do again. I don't know whether the people can go to one medicine man or one church man to learn. Because all of them are just the same. Even can be your own brother, my brother, when they get there. I don't know, there's certain room in the house that when they pass by, they get the other segment or city or not looking at people. Everybody doing the same thing, especially majority. It may not be everybody, but majority. Our age is 5. One time I planned, I say I will go to Presidio because I voted for her. People say we go there, that's no. I said maybe I will see her. Or when that made her attend, they said she was not in the country. Now I moved to District 6. I don't really know why they very innocent. You see, not very good. I mean, why the very innocent was voted again. I don't really know because of the school or because of the hospital you built. I don't know. The people come and full of big time. The whole thing will not put no blame on motorbike, and people will not put all the costs. The labor. The only problem to it there is just poverty. It's just poverty. So now as you put it on one person, everybody. Because you feel that when they pay your child food you want time, and you forget to go for them. That the problem we're facing now, and we need to pray. And one thing again that we need to do is to change the constitution. The constitution is killing us. Thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you, Wiki. Now, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. This is for the Prince Polake. So let me add my voice to many voices in calling the Ministry of Education to have the civil education taught in school. If you check the Constitution, Article 10, talk about the government or the government imposing on the institution. But
oh, he's gone off. Let me talk to this caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to the two ambassador Isido.
Good morning.
This is the first of local minister in June. I drive for district 6 most of the country. I want to commend you this morning, but then that is the one asking that question while we forever end of school. Somehow, we don't know the difference between investment or just development. So people feel that end up coming to district 6 at the federal truth, they voted for him. And I myself voted for him rather. But then, put it to the TD, we decided somehow, so I say, well, this man, he came out of the truth, we said, we were a good person. But right now, he only focusing on his school. So we should vote for the man, and people who are willing to vote for him. Right now, he cannot get on the wrong maker. In fact, the report to all, we the citizens, we have justices. To report to all. We cannot say how he report to all. How he tell the development form, how it should be used, God will send you all to have meeting with all. Nothing. So these people, they are the problem. We the citizens, we are the problem. If you know that someone to better for the 6th year, don't vote for the person again. Tell my brother, you know, when you do law, make a whole begging it. And to do something for you, you say, yeah, they will vote for him. Or calling here, I know, I will not be the law, make a whole because I've also have the game of the home material, I also I get one and two, the home material. So I will not vote for you. I will look in your face, tell you the truth. So the law maker, we have our own problem. We the citizen, we the voter, we have our own problem. We won't feel the truth, we want to do for all, so we feel to be a good person. And the message to them, that ever that truth, that good person. Thank you.
Thank you as well this morning. Thanks so much for all of you joining the conversation. You can win for yourself 4,000 while you're following the program. Just go there and play the Radio Entertainment Cool Cash giveaway. I want to call somebody this morning to say, look, you just won yourself 4,000. So all you need to do is dial *799 *11# and play $100 Liberian on your mobile MTN account or 70 cents US. Trust me, the interest you put in, most likely you stand a chance of winning. So you want to play one time or two times, you can put the numbers there. Don't play 100, then you say you win. You have to play 200, 300, 400. At the end of the day, your number pop up, I call you and send your money right away. The money is already here, it's just of me send it to you. So be somebody who will smile this morning, or you just use the short code dial *799# option 11, go there and play $100 Liberian or 70 cents. So you want to play 4 times, you put the number 4. 5 times, you put a number there, and you stand a chance to win. Let's talk to this caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, bro.
Go ahead.
God bless you, my brother. Yeah, I'm calling my district too, not the right country, but my representative is still at corner. Actually, what you just said, my brother, is let me thank you for education so far. And this man said he left it. Since then, we don't have no district report yet. Even we are following information on the internet, it's all out now, one basic. And he said, you live by internet purpose. But thank you for inviting this point out today, we can discuss. But they put out this, we actually elected, we are not finding no tangible result on them. So I'm never guessing I want to follow the pressure. God bless you.
Thank you. Thanks for following us. Well, let's start to other callers. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear brothers and students.
Good morning.
Yes, this is Delvin from Congo Town. This thing will keep saying poverty. I have a saying, poverty is not a crime, but having a poor mind is the crime. I can be poor today, but my mind is rich. I got a lot of developmental ideas, innovative ideas in it. Tomorrow, when I get one small opportunity, I can make myself rich and other people rich and help the poor. They got a lot of our love. You see, some people, that's why you see some people, when they only depend on government jobs because they have a poor mind. They don't know how to be innovative. They don't know how to be creative. They just depend on government money. When they leave on there, their properties all go and ruin. That's why we have in Liberia here lots of poor mind but rich opportunities. Thank you.
Okay, thank you as well this morning. Yeah, thank you this morning. Let's talk to this other caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Everything just take up it makes sense. But sometimes we don't have to be talking to God and so on. That's how it works. This is my dream calling from District 10. When we talk about it, they call it that district. Before 2017, they can work to get a job and get a job. From 2017 to 2025 up to now, nothing tangible as they can show in our district that can give up people. In other districts, some people can say they make sacrifice, they play school, they play hospital. In other districts, some people can say they play scholarship, they pay school fees, they do that. The other districts, the only district that doesn't have COS is like one man army. I'm telling you, I live right in the road in the same people. It doesn't have COS. The guy that said, they won't go to that office in Canada. The only person they get can show a driver. One driver, they finish. So they can choose the person and bring it on, choose the person and bring it on. Where are we headed to? Thank you, man.
Thank you this morning, and thanks to all of you for being part of the conversation this wonderful, wonderful morning. You know, there is this thing I want to talk about, and Liberia is also under the spotlight as it relates to what I want to talk about. You know, we normally brag about the kind of resources we have in this country, but yet, on a larger scale, we don't see our economy being supported and heavily dependent on the kind of resources that we have. But we see other countries, the backbone of the economy based on the kind of resources that they got. But here, we're more concerned about taxpayer money and then going to take, but we talk about the resources, we talk about gold, diamond, timber, but the return on a large scale sometimes looks so little. But other countries, I'm going to take you to South America, to a very small country, a country that has less than 1 million people, Guyana. You know, officially they call it the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, a country in the northern coast of South America. They speak English, their official language there. A small country, 800 and some more thousand people, per the World Bank report in 2024. The president of the country just won his second term. He's 45 years old. The prime minister is Mark Phillips. Now, what will shock you that the World Bank report in 2024, which now increased, the people's gross domestic product what we're talking about, the country economy. The people less than 1 million, they got 24.84 billion. That was just last year that they put it. Less than 1 million people, that is the economy. You look at what they got, their gross domestic product, 24.84 billion. When we reach 800 million here, with 5.2 million people reach 800 million, we start to celebrate. We call press conferences, we reach 700 million. But the people using the resources. So what is happening to us? Why is it that our resources we have in this country is not working for us? Why? And when you see these people having any kind of economy, the people got oil. In 2019, they discovered the country got oil. You see how they're using it now? They got timber, gold, diamond, agriculture. Less than 1 million people. The Africa oldest republic, 178 years, still waiting to say we're announcing our budget to run the country for a fiscal period. Still waiting to hear 1 billion. But we will hear that one company here worth this billion, worth that billion. We're paying people 10, 15,000. But majority of people live below the poverty line. We built a tendency to enrich few, and the majority should be left in poverty. One little country called Guyana will be telling us, the World Bank, if an Ali just won his second term, a young man, age 45, these people got $24.8 billion, the gross domestic product, the GDP. They got what we got too. They got oil, they got timber, they got gold, they got diamond. We got it. Why is it not working for us and working for people with less population and the people just enjoying themselves? They're now lifting people out of poverty. Why? Why is it? We look at these things. Yeah. Oh, you tell, yeah, the people now, look. You know, it's so shameful. I've been with a smaller country that got the resources that they're making use of it and the people are enjoying it. To compare to Liberia. They themselves went through the same thing with struggle, settlers, slaves. But today they have transformed that country to something else. Yeah. Why? The people discover the resources in making good use of it. People today are enjoying. But not Liberia. Not Liberia. We only talk about we got this, we got that. We don't see it in the lives of the people. While we, a small country like Guyana, have a GDP of over 24 billion, then Liberia will be struggling. Why? Is there something so much wrong with us? But I'll take this with me right back.
That fruit that was eaten by the police cannot be used as snake baby.
And that excitement, at the time, I was the national chairman for election and campaign with the Unity Party. We have defeated us. I was the national chairman, I repeat, of the election and campaign of the Unity Party. When I joined Unity Party, they made me the election commission, the election and campaign chairman, top executive committee position. When we are one, I thought to myself, I said, but these guys, they are bourgeoisie, they understand politics, they're taking credit. They're boys that I know that have been in the slum from across the bridge. Luckily for him, he became a football star. And then he came back, they made him president. That man understand the root causes of our suffering. That man will know what it means not to eat all day. He will know what it means to beg his friend before eating. We are talking in 6 years. The question is, why was he not re-elected? Then when I say it, then they get dressed with me. They give you 6 years. If you have done well, they were not going to bring the old man inside. Like the old man, young boy, run competition or war woman. No way. You're looking at the guy with two shoes. That's what the paper goes to go back to when we was given the position, he forgot about the reason why 14 counties voted for him. 14. The first thing, you know, I got your business where you can protest Pakistan. When you get left pocket, you like it, you die hard. That is what you can say, I'm a die hard. Oh, die hard now. Die hard. When we became president, in less than 1 year, he built 44 apartment complexes. In 1 year. And some of you now who's in the channel, you say inside your house. Why did he not win again? That is the question I ask. If he did what you wanted him to do, he would have won. As a matter of fact, we'll be begging to change the constitution to stay for a 10 or 4th term. So why didn't you vote for him? You became disappointed. Whether you accept it or not. And so you in your heart today, you know that he disappointed you. You have to go down there. That one day put that street, and Cement Street, that child set up put there, that what? Nothing else. Or you come from the small. The 9th Street building, you broke it down and you built a mansion. But when somebody talking and you feel old over paper, what's wrong with you, man? When you still sleeping in your late $10 in round house. Look, what I have to talk about, sunshine will not scare us. Sunshine will not scare me. Okay. The age that I reached, my father died in a motor accident when he was in his early 30s. I can say I quadrupled that age. I don't care to go to America. I don't care to go anywhere. I'm satisfied to where I am. My life is devoted and committed to saying the truth and to continue to fight until God carry me. And I don't care. The only thing you shouldn't say, he lying. When you tell me I'm lying, that when I will stand up, I will slow down. But if I'm talking the truth, and you don't want me to tell me the truth, if that's because of what you will hate me, go ahead and hate me. I don't care. Somebody in this country must be able to say the truth. It is wrong for all of us to be sleeping and flying on the wheels of the dawn. When they put the people on the sunshine, you are happy, you are rejoicing, but you don't care to know why. You the intellect. When you come here to discuss, you should discuss critical issues, not to just condemn and criticize. When Nukwe was speaker, when the whole budget was in his hand, when they said budget time of corruption, they call corrupting the budget, they didn't put him on a sanction. Nukwe left the House of Representatives and went to the Senate, they didn't put him on a sanction. Why did they put Nukwe on a sanction? Do you know? Have you ever investigated as intellects? No.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Jetty. Although Indian man doing a good company here, say he wants to invest in rubber and produce stuff out of rubber. They go to Magini, the boundary between Magini and Bob County, and establish some factory. But running competition with Firestone is illegal. Running competition with Firestone should not be heard of. A company that is in our country and keep our workers' shoulder looking like a tree. No technology to teach it. If it were the children that were putting latex, they would have found a way to transport latex and others latex. But now when the slave is doing it for them. And for Nukwe to collaborate with Jetty, first of all, it's illegal for that. Second, Firestone is all about. Who are you to fight an American company? No, intellect. Let's open our eyes for our country. Stop coming here just to cut us from corruption. Stop coming here to talk about things that you know will just glorify you in it because you hate to see us. Because you are not there. You are not elected as a senator. You are not elected as a representative. So you are the voice. But I can tell you, without the head of the snake, there is no snake. And the head of the snake directs the rest of the body.
Tell us exactly what did your defense team have been arguing to ensure that you are free from this? Okay, so, you know, I think last December we were all treated to the term ultra-virus. The term you got to take today is called fruit of the poisonous tree. It means that when you gather evidence illegally, you can never use that evidence in a trial. And what we saw today was phones were broken into by the police on December 19th, sent to NSA, and then a warrant was gotten on January 9, 2025. It means that's the fruit of the poisonous tree. It means all that evidence. The fruit of the poisonous tree comes from the Garden of Eden, right? God said you can eat everything here except for this fruit. That fruit that was eaten by the police cannot be used as snake baby. Honorable Kofa, you are here today again. Can you tell us exactly what did your defense team have been arguing to ensure that you are free from this? Okay, so, you know, I think last December we were all treated to the term ultra-virus. The term you got to take today is called fruit of the poisonous tree. It means that when you gather evidence illegally, you can never use that evidence in a trial. And what we saw.
After the whole incident last night, this morning the mayor and the county police commander appeared on the radio and told the public that can't have restored to the city. There is no disturbances anymore. We have police deployed all over, and you can go ahead with your normal business. The mayor also requested the cyclists, you know, to come to his office this morning. We had a meeting with them. In that meeting, we received the victims' parents, both from the father and the mother's side. So, both parties said this had already happened. The boy was buried, but unfortunately, because of the relationship, you know, with the cyclists, they have dug the body and brought it. We took delivery of the body and deposited it at the funeral home.
The city council?
The city corporation.
Okay.
So now, the family, you know, resolved that the boy should be buried. So we are honoring the cause of that. We took charge of the funeral home. And right now, as I speak to you, there is burial going on in the cemetery. Because this morning we told them 3 o'clock. Okay. So the late Jackson Roden grandmother was here, including his aunt, and we all, you know, share the feelings, and we talked to the cyclists. The cyclists were able to understand the situation, and as I speak to you, we are carrying on the burial in the cemetery.
So you are saying that today, finally, he will be laid to rest?
Yes, finally, he will be laid to rest. So as I speak to you, if you want to visit the grave site now, we have the team there. I think our inspectors, the cemetery here, they are all in the cemetery now, including the relatives, and they are carrying on the burial.
Okay, so what you have to say to Libanians that are out there in the diaspora, people that are watching you, all part of the country, what you have to say to them in terms of this issue and the entire atmosphere within Ganta City?
Well, what I want to tell the listening public is that we are in a country that has law. We don't expect young people to be carrying on violence. Right now, if you can just, you know, look at or determine the death rate, especially the murdering of cyclists, they are just the same peers. We witnessed one from Buchanan, 20 and 25 years, that were able to carry on the same act, taking the friend motorbike, you know, catch the person, and they escape with the bike. Now the alleged suspect, they are just in the same age range. And this is why this government is doing everything to fight drugs. because some of these things can lead to the intake of drugs. So we are calling on the young people to desist from violence. If something happened to your group, you make sure that you follow the rule of law. The police was very intelligent. They were able to arrest the situation, but we still have that way back, ways of doing things, where you will want to vandalize, the police station, carry on, disturbances in the city, where fear will get into cities. This is completely wrong. So we are advising our young people out there, our cyclists, let them be intelligent. Some of the cyclists are very intelligent, but some are very, very unreasonable. Yesterday, the police and the city government were not going to handle this situation with maturity. Today, the city will still be, in that kind of situation. So we want to tell them that, look, this country is a country of rule of law. We must be able to respect each other, respect your leaders. When they speak to you, listen to them, and stop violence. I think this is what I can tell the world and the listening public.
Okay, so as we take leave of you quickly, where are the suspects and how many suspects did the police reported towards the city corporation?
Well, I don't know the number of suspects, but all I can tell you, those that were arrested yesterday, they are in the custody of the police. They are safe, and they are going. The police will be updating the public by tomorrow, according to the county commander. Tomorrow they will be giving update. I don't want to just speak quick to that, but they are safe. They are in the hands of the police. Investigation is going on right now as I speak to you.
Okay, thank you, sir. What's your name again?
My name is African.
Okay.
Is he corrupt? You mentioned that he was corrupt. Is he corrupt? You call the FCC boss corrupt? He's corrupt? Is he corrupt? You mentioned that he was corrupt. Is he corrupt? You call the FCC boss corrupt? He's corrupt? Is he corrupt? You mentioned that he was corrupt. Is he corrupt? You call the FCC boss corrupt?
While you're listening to all of the discussion this morning, have the chance to win for yourself at least 4,000 Liberian dollar this wonderful, wonderful morning. Just dial *799 *11#. Pay $100.70 US on the Kool Cash Radio Entertainment Giveaway Mobile MTM. Just do it now. Just 10 more. Trust me, I called somebody right away. So I'm looking at all of the numbers that are coming in, and as soon as the number hit the screen. So if you want, make sure that you play 2 times, 3 times. Just put in the numbers. When you want to play, you put in 2, that's 200. You put in 3, don't go play 1, then you sit that way. Somebody will come pass for you. So surely I will call somebody out to say yes, you just won for yourself. But let's listen to this.
Business, because I mean, I say you can go do business in my government, but you got to give money to do it. I can call 4 or 5 persons on my police and say, but that post money together, maybe we can raise money and $20. That $20 we can say, that go to Pony and go bring that Western cloth, bring the iron ore that already been mined and stick it down there and ship it. What is wrong to ship something that already been taken from the ground and then pile up? You gotta go bring one man to do it. He don't come and bring trucks. And the trucks go there, they fill the boxes of those dump trucks straight to the port and ship them. They took all those years, now they finish waiting all those things for there. Not there, they close now. They say in 2 years they're coming to discuss development on the issue of memorandum of understanding so they can start mining. You make millions of dollars, what are you coming to here again? So my issue is, let our resources be for us. There were men that were before us. Let's stop condemning them. Develop your pride. This country we build it ourselves. We were never colonized. So everything you see here, that the black man did it through their own negotiations and through their own innovations. Before President Tubman came, Liberia capital city was just on Ashmore Street. All activity was just on Ashmore Street. Tubman, 27 years, that he told here that every day you insulted him and condemning him. Understand what he did, even though he was a dictator. But Tubman is the one that makes you to have a city here today. Tubman is the one that made all those counties you see are connected today. Helicopter came over the forest of this country and they solved their roads. That's how road came from here to go to Happo, to go to Sino, to go to Lofa, during Tubman time. Imagine a forest and imagine what it is that roads were able to be open to leave and reach to those places. That Tubman, nobody else. They won't boulevard with any time all day we own. That Tubman. The capital building that we sitting in our nectar choking us in one shot. That Tubman. The executive mansion that we got the people sitting down in. That Tubman. The Temple of Justice. That Tubman. The opening of the port at the time he introduced that open door policy to invite investors into this country. That Tubman. When Turbo came in, Turbo began to invest in education and what? Self-sufficiency for food production. And then he said from mat to mattress. And he was demonstrating it. Cabral Estate, Matari Estate, Badmersville Estate. He was building it for civil servants who never could afford to build their own homes. And in 10 years, those buildings will belong to them. They will have someone to say, who? At Tubman. At Talbot. We should learn to appreciate what our ancestors or our people that came before us been doing. That's the only way you will be appreciated. The whole day you condemn me, you cussing, you condemn me, you cussing. But the fools that are exploiting our resources, you dare not to talk to them. I never heard one day you told the white man that these are the people responsible for the exploitation of this country. Keeping our children poor, keeping our schools not equipped to teach. I never heard you saying it one day. Manda! Let me tell you some people in the world that begin to see these things and they start to change their livelihood. And their citizen lives are being improved. Vietnam, from 1990, 20 years, they embraced the economic liberation. And today, the poverty has been reduced from 50% to 3%. China, I don't have to tell you, they started the year 2000 to 2020. 20 years, poverty reduced from 49% to 0.6%. That comes to Africa. Rwanda from 1995 to 2015, from 75% of being poor, today only 30% of them are poor. Those that embrace economic liberation. That can right to Ghana. From 1991 to 2012, 21 years. And I believe it because when I went to Ghana in 1990, when the war started, they rode from Accra to Bujumbura, the refugee camp. You could see nothing on the left and the right side of the road. As a matter of fact, it was just one road, one car parcel, another car parcel. The research says from 1991 to 2012, 21 years, Ghana reduced the poverty from 52% to 13%. Embracing economic liberation. Paying attention to what God gave you. The thing that God gave you is what you have and nothing else. Your resources is the only thing that you have and nothing else. They've begun to realize it and they began to pay attention to it. Their poverty.
There are a lot of issues of corruption allegations across Liberia on officials in government or ex-officials of government, county officials and all of these things. But we thought to bring Bakulu County under the spotlight this morning. There are a lot of allegations on the issue of corruption. There are a lot of folks who be there. We have had with us. We've been talking over the period of time, probably months, the issue talking about, the folks there from Babulu with level of allegations. So we have some members of the concerned citizens of Babulu County here this morning. Bala Johnson is here, Erin Flomo and Ishmael Theron here this morning. They're going to share some couple of minutes about tell us dive us into the allegation, what are the proofs, and what's happening to Babulu. Gentlemen, welcome this morning.
Thank you very much, Honorable Brooks. And first of all, let me say good morning to our peace-loving citizens of Babulu. And I want to applaud the Kool FM family for giving us the opportunity to appear on the early morning show. And we have a couple of issues surrounding corruptions in Babulu, as you may be aware. The LCC indicted our superintendent some months ago, and the issue was forwarded to court. And up to now, the superintendent is still in charge. He has not been a release of duty. He stayed functioning as superintendent, while the indictment and the court procedures is on him. So let me give my colleagues the opportunity to introduce themselves.
All right, so Edwin, the former president of the Babulu University Student Union and the concerned citizen, and we are here this morning to call on the president to do the needful. We all follow the issue of Rosalind Swakapo Dennis. She was not even indicted when she was suspended by the president. We follow all instances across the country where the president took no time in suspending. But ours is different, and reason behind that is still yet unknown. So we are here this morning to call on the chief executive of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Yuma Boakai, to do the needful. Justice should not be selective, it should cut across.
Thank you very much, Edwin, and good morning and a pleasant good morning to the people of Babulu County, to the people of Liberia, and every conscious individual who wants to have the taste and feeling of true justice. My name is Ishmael Thomas Nsayon, and the current Secretary General of the Unity Party Youth Congress, Babulu County, and a member of the concerned citizen in Babulu County.
Okay, thank you. Let's go straight to the matter. Time much spent. Let's go into the matter. Tell us, what are the counts and what is the issue? Is it a political fight, or you are fighting a citizen of Babulu County and Babulu deserves better, or you want to see probably the downfall of the superintendent? Walk us through these indictments and give us instances. What are some of the key issues?
Thank you very much, Honorable Folks. This is not a political fight from the citizens. And as you may be aware, we have a series of cases in Babulu, emanating from mining and misappropriations of funding from our county development funds, and the PMC, the former PMC and the current PMC. The current superintendent was the PMC chair during the Balusari regimes, And he took over sometime in 2011. And when he was leaving as PMC chair, he did not do the needful. There was no turnover note. And he was recommended by some of our officials of the county as superintendent of this regime, in the senior United Party regimes. So he has a lot of corruption cases surrounding him. Breaking from mining, the misappropriations of funds. So there are a lot of issues. We have documents in our possessions, and the public will be the judge, and we could highlight all of the documents we have receipt from City Lions. I wish that himself, our PMC chair, will be displayed to the public. And we also will be showing you key projects in Buffalo that were paid for on his watchful eye as PMC chair. And those projects are incomplete from the time himself as PMC chair up to present as superintendent. And when he took over as superintendent, he appointed his girlfriend, one Lucia Kamara, as the PMC chair, and they are working together. The government, through the Senate, they awarded, they put 200,000 in the budget for a water project in Popolu, and that project was carried on the watchful eyes of Moe Ali, the managing director of the Water and Sewer Corporations. And that project went on up to now, as we speak, Mr. Gold. You can do a follow-up in Bapolu. There is no home in Bapolu that is receiving water currently after that 200,000 water project was carried on in Bapolu. And that project has failed. The people of Bapolu are using hands. Some of them are going to the creek and fetching water. So we find it difficult under the superintendent. There are a lot of things. My colleagues will portray me, but there are a lot of things we have this.
Okay, let's hear from the other folks there.
So you asked a question as to whether this is political, or as to whether we are trying to get at the superintendent to have him relieved from his post. I would say no. If it is political, then the court should not get involved. If it is political, then the LECC should not get involved. These are all legal entities responsible for the issue of corruption. We go to the LECC. When it comes to the issue of legal proceeding, we go to the court. And we got the rate in our hand that the court ordered this man to be arrested on the 14th of August 2025. And there are multiple crimes listed by the court. So this cannot be a political fight when you see the court coming in with multiple crimes. Criminal facilitation.
When you mentioned earlier, but why is he staying in a position if the court has ordered his arrest, but yet he still sits as a superintendent? So what is it? It says that you're being used by other political figures in the county to fight?
Yes, sir, Mr. Brooks. There are some political interplay. We understood that some of our leaders from the county did recommend that this superintendent, and we have the individual. I will call the names, for the public consumption, the benefit of the public consumption. Senator Amara Kone and Senator Bodo Kane were the one that recommended this guy.
These are he figure you alleging to be involved in his protection?
No, basically, let me come there. So the issue is, when President Baka took over this country, they quote unquote, they said they want to have the county united, and they had to go. They went to work and begin to recommend officials to spearhead the administrative activity of the county. So he was recommended by them to the president, because the president don't know Superintendent Zina, he don't know it before, but that recommendation came from the county.
Okay.
So if you see the reason why even the appointment of local authority Bapolo really delayed, there was a series of consultation that was going on. So if you say this political, I would say no, this is a holistic fight and is a call for justice. A government that undermines its own internal policy cannot succeed.
Okay, then let me ask you, maybe any of your colleagues, but now, have you written the county official, those you claim recommended the appointment of the superintendent? Have you written them about the concern or the allegation or everything? If you did, what has been the address from them?
Okay, so that is a hypothetical question, and I'll respond to it hypothetically. You want to be in your house and you sleep there every day, and when your children misbehave, you need to be informed that they are misbehaving while you are there all of the time. Senator Bodo Kane is representing no different county in this country except Bapolu. Senator Amara Kone is representing no different county in the country except Bapolu. So you want to tell me that the quote, the rate for the code that was displayed all on bigger wireless platforms, you want us to go and feed them again and say, oh, this is what is happening in the country. They are seeing it. They are from the county. We have raised series of alarms, and nobody is coming to the rescue of the citizen. To even tell the president that this man has overstepped, and you cannot be dismissing other people for the same situation. President Buhari came to fight corruption, and if he came to fight corruption, this is the case of corruption. The LACC put travel restriction on the July 1. They said they should not leave this country through the Liberian Immigration Service. They should not leave up to now. That restriction is still on them. So they said it reached an advanced stage. The case at the LACC reached an advanced stage. So we can't come here to say this is political, or we should go and put paper on the table to inform all the lawmakers of Bapolu. The caucus is aware. The caucus is aware.
In addition to my colleagues, Ambassador Brooks, Bapolu has a serious leadership crisis. That has been a problem for which Bapolu did not get her equal shares in government. Our senators at local head, the representative, 2-3 persons will be on the other side, the other person on the other side. So we have a serious leadership crisis in Bapolu.
Put the full silent.
Yeah, in Bapolu. Now, the issue about this corruption allegations level against the superintendent, we have engaged the both senators. I personally has engaged the representative because Bapolu County has 3 representatives. I have engaged them constructively, and I told them that I was going to do a communication to the speaker like I did with the biological issues a few months ago, and their road user permit was revoked. I did that communication to the speaker of the House of Representatives, and I told them I'm going to write a letter to the speaker and also do a letter to the sporting that they should come in, because since this guy has been indicted by the LACC and been forwarded to court, the guy is still in his positions, and all of our authority is being under hostage because the citizens said we will not list him, we will not sit under the guy to serve as superintendent. Why? He is unknown corruption charges. Now, this government came into power with fighting corruptions and accountability. Now, this guy, when you followed from the term he served as PMC chair up to the time as he's serving as superintendent, this guy was able to build a gigantic structure in the Mount Barclay area, a clinic that worked close to 100 bedrooms. He built another hospital around the telecom community here, around the railway area. I put my surveillance teams on the field and were able to detect those structures. And those buildings were put down in less than 1 year, 6 months while serving as superintendent. So we are calling the president of the Republic of Liberia. He came on the basis of integrity. We are calling him, and we also giving the president an ultimatum. We are giving the president from now to next week latest. If the president cannot dismiss or suspend Bapolu Superintendent Sam Kezina, we, the concerned citizens of Bapolu, we are going to march straight to the administrative hall in Bapolu City. We carry our motorboat team, we carry our BB locks, and we make sure we lock down the entire administrative hall. There will be no local authority functions in Bapolu. If anyone likes that those are manipulating the process politically, that go into the mansion, because the communication was sent to the mansion, we got few people in the mansions there that barricade the president. When letter of such goes there, once they have interest, they will not, allow the letter or let the letter reach to the president. They will concede the letter, put the letter on the carpet.
Okay, so the folks are listening. Specifically, what are some of the projects that you did pressure? There's no value or for some of those things. Specific and tell us exactly what are some of those things that you think the LCC is asking for his investigation into those matters.
Okay, so we start with the yellow machine project. The yellow machine project, the county was able to go to work because road is a serious challenge in this country, and all of us are aware. So, put some over 90,000 plus United States dollars into purchasing this yellow machine. We got bulldozer, we got excavator, and we got motor grader. So, as I speak to you, these machines were paid for with government money, but they can't even function. How did they even come into the country? We don't know. How they went to Bapolu? We don't know. But we set aside budget. Our roads are very bad. Bapolu is one of the closest county to the nation's capital, Monrovia, but we are very far away. You can barely access if you want to ride a car from here to Bobolu. You suffer. Leave the top of going to Bele Yala or Bele Fatama. You can't reach today. So we got all the pictures here and the contract, everything. So how did we arrive at this point? And it was from that backdrop that the LCC came. There was a foul play. The machine is supposed to be functional for the use of the citizen. How can you have machine being paid for and it can be used for the intended purpose? Other money was spent to other areas illegally. Projects that you failed to complete when you serve as project management committee chairperson of the county, you came and reallocated money. All of us know I'm not an engineer, but you can't give your house contract to somebody to build and then you pay the man 90%. If that man failed to complete the house, he should be held liable to complete it and give it to you. You should owe him what you owe him. But I can owe you 10% of your total money for the project. I come back and do an astronomical increase of said money that I owe you. If I owe you 5,000, I make it 25,000. So it had criminal intent.
Okay, that's good. Ishmael, you've been quiet. Let's hear from you. What's your own take into this matter? Is it that you guys maybe being used by somebody to get, or in any way you people have crossed paths with this superintendent that you think this is the time to get back in, or you're doing this for the serious outcome and being honest in the fight to make sure that people account for the stewardship?
Thank you very much, Brother Brooks. You know, I have been listening so keenly, and I know there will have been time for me to talk. The superintendent, Sam Kamarazina, I have known him. I think we have some family ties, but from the time he became working as PMC chairperson to the time he became superintendent, I've never gone to him, neither to even have contact for him for any further discussions.
Okay.
You know, so it is not my intent to go around fighting people to take them from their position or their job. No. But the thing is, patriotically, I think, in my personal opinion, that I owe my people, I owe my county, I owe my country too, as far as my continent, to do the right things. You know, so it's not like my appearance here or our appearance here is being fueled by a politician or any other officials in government. But what I know that there are people seated at the level of the executive mansion who are benefiting from the criminal activities of this superintendent. And that's the reason why when you do sensitive documentation to reach the president, it never reached the president. It never reached the president. There are information alleged on my desk that there are few individuals in government that are strictly benefiting from most of the ugly activities in our country through this superintendent. And we think as a county and as a young generation that if this continues to happen,
and we are told you people are rich in minimum. But yes,
you are right.
With a lot of poor development and people still living in jet poverty.
You are right. You are right, Brother Brooks. If you ask me now, from here to Beleyala, people say Beleyala is far, but Beleyala is not far. Beleyala is part of the Bele district. Fasama is part of the Bele district. But if you want to go to Fasama now, you can't pass through Beleyala to go to Fasama. You got to, if you live to Beleyala, you got to drive to come pass through Bokomu district, come climb one Dere hill, very risky hill called Goma hill, climb and pass through another Baha hill to use the other way in district one again before you go to Bele Fasama. You see, so those are challenges. The superintendent in question claimed he got Lincoln Valley, blah blah blah. But what has been the real contribution of this man who I think in humanity owe his people the right thing? What has been his contribution to the people of Bele since the time of the PMC to the time of the superintendent? Nothing. What I know is there are a lot of illegal mining activities in Bele that what Bele is noted for. In fact, the entire district, in the entire country is noted for illegal mining activities ongoing there, and the benefit is just resting in the pocket of just few individuals distributed by key factors, key government factors in Monrovia. So I don't want to hold a view that this.
I don't know, but what I know is that this fight is genuine and it's genuine. It's not for profit. It's a non-for-profit thing. We think as young people, we owe our people, we owe our country, and we think the same better thing that's happening around the world can happen there if we come together and do the right thing.
Okay, let's hear from our colleagues.
Okay, thank you very much, Ibn Dafo. I want the public to understand, and I want the president to understand. On the superintendent as PMC chair and current superintendent of Bapolu, Sam Zina, we get close to 60 projects in Bapolu. And all those projects, we have documents in our possessions that they have paid 95% to contractors, but those projects are incomplete. We asked Superintendent Zeno to get account of those unfinished projects. He will tell the citizens that I have already paid the contractors, and then you pay the contractors, but the structures are still incomplete. These are some of the irregularities that we have fixed with this superintendent. Now, you may be aware the rear minister headed by one Rennie Scout, they have yellow machines and they have mining sites all over Bapolu, District 1, District 2, District 3. Now, our county is a mineral rich county, but the citizens are very, very poor. The reason is very simple. This superintendent is there to protect those guys. When that rear minister issue came up, the guys were sent to jail. Later on, they found a bond. They came out. The case was forwarded from the Supreme Court to Bapolu. Few of our lawmakers that we know, they collected money allegedly from rear minister, and that case has been transferred to Cape Mount. Up to today, there is no understanding with the rear minister issues. Sam Zina is benefiting hugely from the illicit mining in Bapolu. He does not give the labor people to do a chance to do their job. He cannot give the mines and energy people to do their work. This guy is involved in every clandestine activities within Bapolu. So, because of these reasons, we the citizens of Bapolu, I'm the vice chair for mobilizations and recruitment for the MDR, and I'm also the chairperson for the Bapolu Citizens Movement to protect our natural resources, and also the chairperson for Concerned Citizens Movement. I'm calling the president, this is not a joke, this is a caveat. We are calling the president to release these guys off the neck of the citizens of Bapolu. We cannot get our projects, we cannot get our development on the hostage because of one man called superintendent who has been protected by few of our lawmakers in the county and few of our hierarchies in national government. They took previous government from there for corruptions, and we do believe that this president is a legitimate president. He came to fight corruptions, and we strongly convinced that this president will act upon this appearance this morning. From here, we'll be going to another radio station. That will be the another appearance. And it will be our final appearance. If the president cannot believe this guy, the citizen will take the law from their own hands and will make sure and get that guy off. He cannot be using our resources while he's benefiting immensely at the expense of the citizens. His wealth and children, they eating lobsters, they eating crabs, Yellow Valley and other stuff, why the citizens are dying abject poverty, swapping. Many of our children in Bapul County, they are not in school because of the high degree of poverty in Bapul County.
Okay, let me come to, before we go to the lines, let me come to Edwin. Edwin, you, now, let's look at, you have spoken about the radical approach now, that you have resolved to have shut down the administrative building that has to do with the functions of county authorities. Why you are reaching this point? Is it that you have not gotten any redress and no listening ears?
All right, so you listen to my colleague. The issue is we have even been more patient.
Is there a way out? How do this matter resolve? Is it that you want to see it off fresh and go through investigation?
It should be off and go answer to a 8-count charges at the 16th Judicial Circuit Court.
Okay.
So that's the first thing. My point is President Bakai, we never took the Sony in our head down put a ring to make you president to be selective. We did not go through trenches. We didn't pass through the mud to go. We didn't go to Bele. We didn't go to Bobolu, Konga, Bama, Governor District to convince our people to vote for you to come and be selective. We did not wave Puwasha money to say if we don't want it, we will protect our vote.
Are you guys of the conviction that the president actually got this information by ignoring it, or probably somebody might just be a stormy black the communication are not officially reaching on, it's not on his desk?
So this is it. The president does not work alone. The president got able lieutenants. The president is not going to work with that secret.
So some of them are equal.
Yes, obviously. This is what's happening. So people are conceiving information and they want us to believe that President Baka is selective. Because I know President Baka will not be selective. We saw the way Rosalind Swago then will remove 4G. Wosi then 4G. Zako 4G. Everybody went 4G. Because they broke their oath of office. If this government came to fight corruption, I know it will get into the right hand to reach the president. The president will dismiss this man, let him face justice. Other people are restituting government money. We show that over 400,000+ United States dollars cannot be squandered by one man for his own personal gain. Let the president take action.
Okay, folks, 0775-919-919, 0880-919-919 are the numbers you can call us on to be part of the conversation I have with us this morning concerning citizens of Bapulu County. Being on my back for some time. Bala Johnson is here, Edwin Flomwe, Ishmael Senior is here as well. So, folks, 0775-919-919, 0880-919-919. We'll take a few calls on this edition of the morning ride. Let me talk to this first caller on the line. Good morning. Okay, the person is off the line. Okay, let me talk to this person. Good morning. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let me say, that woman to still get for providing somebody something information on behalf of our lovely country. And let me also want to to those ideological friends or concerned youth of our country to want the executive President Walker is a call to action. This government was elected transparently. So if they will mind and generally wish the country manager of our country elected them for, then I'm sure that the government will go nowhere with this kind of thing. So let me encourage those guys that is continue to form. I just will recognize them. Let them continue to be this struggle.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You're welcome.
Again for the second time. Thank you for the second topic, which is the last. But I had a question to the general guys at the studio. My question is, this particular secretary, one day they are called him or go to him to ask him all why you're saying that before calling the president? That's my question. Thank you.
You're lying.
Yeah, so good morning, Wiki.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, so this, control project. So we can, like we said, we have a personal, where we hear the thief, very much like a meeting. Then you can already here, I know you listen to the call of the young guys from Bible. We don't know whether it's true or not, but the first thing is, here the guy being, can you leave the post? What was in the lie or true? If they lie on him, can the young people of Bible appear off? Thank you.
You like?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm Christian Pan calling from Yellow Community.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm the BP police studios. I live in Kabul. Myself, I'm Kabul District. Yeah, actually, this morning, I'm very surprised of this guy. Superintendent alleged he is not being entitled as criminal. Yeah, I'm not being tried in court. But if you don't say the man is criminal, the man is this. This is wrong for our nation. So why is they being indicted in facing court and discipline? So if you indict, you don't mean that you are stolen public phone. You don't indict because the LCC was passed on down, how the money was spent. And to answer question, you can go to answer question. But not that you are thinking about Jackson and continue to use the war against and also continue to attack the civilian just because the civilian here from Benin District, you want to bring it down because we don't want some people from the rural area to represent
Okay, thank you. They will respond to that quickly. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
This is Mr. Cornelius Reese Jr. I want to inquire from our brother is speaking. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I want to find out if Babolu does not have estimated cattle within a county and council that when these other things happen, instead of protesting, why can you get along with your legislative caucus or your council within the county and see how best it can be resolved instead of the manner in which you say it's becoming up with.
Thank you. Let's talk to this caller. Good morning.
Morning, how you doing?
Go ahead, please.
This is Safari Abid. I'm calling you from Bama Town, Bama District. I'm calling the show of Facebook.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to appreciate the conversation from the Vicky Johnson, from the Dictionary Science, and Dapman Edwin for the spelling elaborations. It was the hard thing about like the brothers are saying. We got him into being on the basis of accountability and transparency. But it is unfortunate that the case of this superintendent is a separate case. I don't know what is going on. So I want to join in to say thank you for flagging out this issue. And I believe our president, the business president, is going to look into this matter.
Okay, let me take this final call. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Go ahead.
I want to make a update something, and which of course, not all is good, it is true. You see, for the people of Babylon, like Roma, you got no communication between Roma. So this thing make people get used one part of Kool to Montreal, or any part of Montreal. It is sensitive. Sensitive get a backpack, you get it up by get a backpack. But sensitive managed by all for the years pushing for Luther to carry their way to no man's time. So that you can reach as far as the other spirit behind. So when they met through the office, when you were talking, when you do the full room, you let the people to know.
Okay, thank you. Let me take this one finally. Good morning.
Good morning, Brother Bruce.
Yeah, good morning.
Let me say good morning to the brothers from the Ishmael and the Evan and Kool Johnson. I mean, this is normally born in Tamara, and I'm born from the place in Babylon. Let me be let me applaud the gentleman in this video for the level of work they are doing. I mean, history is recording. These are things reflect even before the appointment of Mr. Sinan as president of Babylon Company. I mean, nobody in the world will appoint the person having PMC chairman and they left all lot of our incomplete projects across the country. They made us in the United States and the complete.
those projects. If you check from out today, our brothers were here all over the country. Our sisters, our mothers died, childbirth, are the results of those that actions. There are a lot of people big projects across the country. They don't know they today people are telling for young music. But who account for those funding and our endorsement of those projects? Then who is sharing responsibility to complete this now? These are questions people need to answer not in the country. The politics in Bible is very difficult to explain. We are not careful, but we will not move forward.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Good morning and good morning to my colleagues in studio. I'm a member of this concerned citizens of Buffalo. By the way of introduction, my name is Anonia Waters, and I call you from Brooklyn this morning. Let me take this time to say hello to our police in studio. I think they have said much and will not keep thinking on the line, but we will provide our own perspective as it relates to this.
Please be quick now.
Yeah, I know. Let me just take this time quickly to provide this thing that we are talking about. Sam became a PMC chairman in Buffalo 2016 to 2021. There is this story in Buffalo that Sam have a lot of unfinished projects in the county. More to that, Sam was bought a brand new Toyota Hilux pickup. Even a spark plug, there's this thing one we call 10 over note. There was not even a spark plug that was presented to the country. More to that, the people of Buffalo still saw this Sam as a change agent or someone who has changed to an angel to come and lodge in a position of a superintendent. Sam has elected the cover of our county. And we cannot say in the face of all of this, President Boga is muted. He who came to say he came to fight corruption in Liberia or so. He have a firm face on corruption. He has started on the 14th. This brother was indicted, rape issue against, rape file against him to be arrested anywhere he seen. But still continue to.
Why are you getting arrested, man? Why are you do citizen arrest? Thank you. Let me come to the guys to respond. And you heard the concern of the colors. What's your own take in your party comments as well?
Okay, so I will start from the bottom and go to the top.
Please summarize it.
Okay, so the first one is somebody said we are against the superintendent because he comes from Bella district. That's not true. I'm from district number 2 where the superintendent come from. But the act of being patriotic is our problem in this country. Okay. Look, nobody is against Superintendent Zina because he comes from Bella district. This is not me saying, and I want to remind the person that you cannot be sitting and fight the state in keeping with law. So it is same Zina versus the state. How can you be under the protection of the state and fight the state? So we are asking for a recusal. If that was the position where he was elected, we say he recused himself and face justice. But he's appointed by the president. So the president remove the mayor and go to court. So nobody against him for that one. The next one is somebody asked whether we have caucus in the county. Yeah, we have caucus. So you just listen to what my colleagues have said. The caucus is divided, and everything that happened in the county when it comes to the issue of backwardness, it is done because they are so divided. So you want to report to people that are divided. So even as I speak to you, the traditional people, they got group of people on the other side, they got group on the other side. So they feel they were in Bopolu in having meeting with the superintendent. Other districts refuse to go there. So to tell you that they are divided, who do we carry the complaint to? The only person that is charged with the responsibility to do the needful is the president of the Republic of Liberia, and I want to bring the complaint to him through this means. So people say we are contacting the superintendent. This is the superintendent. I don't even talk to young people. How do you contact him? You call him to say hello, you will not answer. When you disagree with him, that means automatically he cannot respond to you. So how do you expect us to talk to someone else that is not people-centered, that cannot talk to people, that don't have working relationship? Even a police in the office at the administrative building, they don't speak to one another. That's the kind of man who there. He say, we'll go to him, push it and talk. What you want to do? Go get break for the court. I agree, indictment is not guilty verdict, but when you are indicted as a public official, you can't be in that position and fight the state. It's just a simple logic. So you gotta go law school alone that one. No. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me come to Ishmael before I come to Bala.
Thank you so much, Brother Brooks. From our perspective, it is clear now that our country has a level of huge sentiments I think every individual want to see their talent or their tribe into position. You know, the issue of tribe, and regional solidarity is one of the issues in our county. So the brother, I wanted to ask him because he said same guy Gusa and Basa, but he could only tell us the Gusa was saying where Saint carry network to the woman in Bele district. And I think that was just a tactic to deceive the people in that place that, yeah, I'm working. The people want to use all the propaganda to remove me. That was why he carried that network. And the issue of carrying network is a business. I don't know why people take it a big glory thing. Lone Star, Orange, they are making their business. You know, you carry internet, you carry network, people use it, it's not free. You know, so I wanted to ask the brother to tell us about the Basa or Sim, but he couldn't tell any of the Basa. So this Sim is an individual who is not people-centered. Well, we have tried, I personally have tried to reach out to him and the council, few council members. But from what I see is that the council itself is being overwhelmed by the same Kool of Sim. As I speak to you, there are some individuals in the council that they don't even respond to my call. Even if I tell them they will not respond, social media, they block me and all of that. I would not want to call them because this is the first approach, but I want to believe that when we take the radical action in the county, there are other journalists that will be there, and we will say a whole lot that will cause a serious sensation.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's come to close up with Ballard. Let's hear you, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ambassador Brooks and Ambassador Nathaniel Bard. Let me say thank you for giving us the opportunity, the citizens of Babylon, to be heard on the Kool early morning draft. Let me start with the last questions here. The guy said Sam was able to take a network to one of the better times.
He said Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi. The positions for the superintendent is not an inherited position. The previous government under the CDC, under the Vice Eye of CDC, the superintendent was from Bele, Skersa. Now United Party government, Bele. The Bele people in Babylon, there are minute portions. When you look at the numbers, they're less than 2,000. Now, this guy has caused a serious problem for Babylon. This guy was able to manipulate the caucus of Babylon to be divided. And you see, right now, when you are in the Senate, Amara is going one side, Senator Polokale is going one side, Luther Colley is going one side, Zinano is going one side. So the entire caucus of Babylon is divided. We have reached up to them. I called the superintendent. He's very arrogant, very arrogant. He don't listen to people. He don't listen to the young people. He don't listen to the elders of our country. Of reasons, he sent a team to Bama in my own hometown. I invited them to sign a resolution to send it to the president office that the people of Babylon wanted. He did the same in Popolo. It did not work. He did it in Nomo. No, my brother, you just need to know that car cannot leave from Monrovia to go no more. You got to pass Sierra Leone. Our people are living in a very deplorable conditions in Babylon.
Okay.
So, for my body comment, I'm calling on the president. Please remove this man. Let him go recuse himself. Then he recuse himself. Then he go answer to those corruption charges. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. And I want to say thank you to the people of Babylon for always listening to us and for always appointing us to lead in and talk for them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John, guys, for being part of the conversation this morning. It's wonderful talking to you. At least I got this glow off my back.
Honorable Kofa, you are here today again. Can you tell us exactly what did your defense team have been arguing to ensure that you are free from this? Okay, so, you know, I think last December we were all treated to the term ultra-virus. The term you got to take today is called fruit of the poisonous tree. It means that when you gather evidence illegally, you can never use that evidence in a trial. And what we saw today was phones were broken into by the police on December 19th, sent to NSA, and then a warrant was gotten on January 9, 2025. it means that's the foot of the personal tree. It means other evidence. The foot of the personal tree comes from the Garden of Eden, right? God said you can eat everything here except for this fruit. That fruit that was eaten by the police cannot be used as snake baby.
Honorable Kofa, you are here today again. Can you tell us exactly what did your defense team have been arguing to show that you are free from this?
Okay, so, I think last December we were all treated to the term ultra-virus. The term you got to take today is called fruit of the poisonous tree. It means that when you gather evidence illegally, you can never use that evidence in a trial. And what we saw today was phones were broken into by the police on December 19th, sent to NSA, and then a warrant was gotten on January 9, 2025. It means that's the fruit of the personal tree. It means other evidence. The fruit of the personal tree comes from the Garden of Eden, right? God said you can eat everything here except for this fruit. That fruit that was eaten by the police cannot be used as snake baby.
Honorable Kofa, you are here today again. Can you tell us exactly what did your defense team have been arguing to show that you are free from this?
Okay, so, I think last December we were all treated to the term ultra-virus. The term you got to take today is called fruit of the poisonous tree. It means that when you gather evidence illegally, you can never use that evidence in a trial.
Okay, folks, this is the morning where we're about to go home, but I want to call somebody, and I'm still saying that I got just 5 more angels to come in quickly and call somebody. Somebody take this $4,000. I don't want to carry back. Yeah, somebody take this $4,000. Dial star 799 star 11 hash, $100 Liberian or 70 cents US. Just play quickly. I just want to see somebody no more hitting up. Yes, I don't want to leave the money or somebody receiving it, or you dial the shop with star 799 hash, the option 11. You won't play 2 times, 3 times. Right now, you put your 4 inches in. Trust me, you just could be the lucky person. I just call you all right away that you pick up your money. So do it quick. Now let me be able to call you this morning. Yeah, do it quick. Let me be able to call you this morning on this edition of the morning ride. So the cash, at least somebody can take something. Say the weekend is almost around. You can just get something quickly. Yeah, so who knows? Bochek could be the man and making it injuries quickly, or who knows? The Mura could be the person who could just put it in quickly. But let me find out to see, but in the meantime, between time, let's see it from this, in the meantime.
And what we saw today was phones were broken into by the police on December 19th, sent to NSA, and then a warrant was gotten on January 9, 2025. It means that's the fruit of the personal tree. It means other evidence. The fruit of the personal tree comes from the Garden of Eden, right? God said you can eat everything here except for this fruit. That fruit that was eaten by the police cannot be used as snake baby.
Honorable Kofa, you are here today again. Can you tell us exactly what did your defense team have been arguing to show that you are free from this?
Okay, so, I think last December we were all treated to the term ultra-virus. The term you got to take today is called fruit of the poisonous tree. It means that when you gather evidence illegally, you can never use that evidence in a trial. And what we saw today was phones were broken into.
The numbers is popping in. So let me just take a few more. Just dial star 799 star 11 hash, $100 Liberian or 70 cents US. Make sure your mobile MTN Lone Star is charged, and you just will be that lucky winner quickly. Pop in quickly. Okay, folks, that's how we draw the curtains on this edition of the morning. Many thanks to all of you for joining us on this wonderful, wonderful day. Many thanks to you who follow the program, watching us live and following all of these things. But also, I'd like to say thanks to all of you. Until we talk to you on tomorrow, Friday, the weekend starts. We're going to be here with more talking point, social discussion, inspirational, speeches and all of these things. I'm Wiki Brooks on behalf of the team. So I can't be behind the camera. Ambassador Vaz sat alongside but chose to not talk today because he has a problem with his leg. But until then, tomorrow, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful time.
You call the FCC boss corrupt.